Okay, folks. Here we are. We're adding some things. Oh no, it's gonna fall over. Added some other stuff. I want to see what the scale looks like when I'm down near the ground. We gotta go for a little hike though, because I wanted to put it somewhere else where it was out of the way for a moment. Where the hell am I going here? Oh, yeah, it was way the hell over here. There it is. Way over that way. I don't even know if I'm going to be able to get over there. We'll see. Whoops. There we go. How am I going to get across that? Shit. There we go. That's how we do that. Whoa, what happened there? Popped me right out of the game there for a second. Okay, over this cliff should be another city. What I'm doing is I'm just trying to see how things come into the game scaled. Here, let's start running again. Told you, man, this is a big map. Woohoo! Okay, so it's got a bounding box around it. I can't go in there. So I'll have to deal with that and take the bounding box out. Alright. See, these are assets that are just meant to be viewed in cinematics, so I'm just mucking with them to see what I can do with them. I could take the pieces of them apart and rebuild something, and I might just do that on a second import. Nah, it's too small. I'll need to make this bigger too. That's cool. That's fun. And yes, this has bots in it that I can put in and has multiplayer already working. Is this the end of the world? Looks like it. Yep. So, how do I get back up there? I guess I don't. I guess you don't come down here. You see how you can make a cinematic of an ancient city, right? And all I have to do is set up the camera sequencer, right? Keep it small scaled, and then it looks kind of neat, unless you need to do fly-ups, flybys closer up. Let's see, is there any way up this way? I'm going to have to build some ways up there. Some stairs and things. This guy sounds tired, doesn't he? Let's put him in the map. Technically, this would be where an ocean is in the height map. But anyway, I turned it into a giant desert. And if you look, the sand kind of moves. It's like a blowing desert. I don't think there is a way up there. There's no way over here. Oh, there's the buildings way up there. That's where I started out, right up there, just on the other side of that building. This place is huge. No wonder. Just go all the way around so I could get out of here, or what? This is interesting. Right here. Oh, maybe. Here we go. Ah. This might be my way up. Okay, I didn't fix the stairs yet either. Forgot about that shit. Okay, so I gotta go down this way, down around here. And I gotta do a little hop. Yep. Jesus, it's just freaky. It took a little while to put the stone on those stairs. Each of those faces needed to put a texture onto it. Oh my god, my toes are tingling. Yeah, you don't want to fall off and have to keep doing this, eh? That's why I'm being ultra careful on the way around this shit. See how much building space I got though? This is this is like the ultimate build simulator, you know. And I should show you guys how easy it is to tack on levels to this stuff and just start doing this shit. Everybody be doing it. The biggest trick is I would need to take that bridge apart to make it work, and I'll show you why in a minute. I think I went through that in another video, but I'll show you in a bit after I get up here. I'm almost there. Oh my god, this is just... I am not falling down off this. Don't frickin' way. And it got stuck some way before, didn't I, over there? So I'm gonna jump over this way. Now I'll show you what I mean by this. Okay. When you bring an object, and that's why that city, it's a square, okay? Inside the square is where the objects are. What you got to remove is that outside square to make it so that it's transparent, right? It's called a bounding box. And right now the bounding box is like goes straight across here where, you know, the road's down here, yet it'll go straight across. So what you've got to do is you got to create a bridge without the railings on it and just take the bridge straight across and then put the railings on it there, and that would actually be quicker than having to piss around, having to use code to remove these things and all that shit for collision. Because watch, if I walk up, see? I'm right there. But watch what happens when I jump. You'd think I'm on the road, but I'm not. I'm actually above the road. Yeah. It goes underneath the sand. But anyway, there was another thing when I had the car thing on here. If you get over by the railing and you go over the railing a little bit, even a little bit with like a wheel, it'll flip you all right out of there and it'll pull you right through the mesh, which shouldn't do that either. Something to work on too. Just these little tweaks, eh? Look at this. I put a tower that's held up by a set of stairs. And that's the other thing. This tower has no collision around it. So if you run up the stairs and go out, you could see somebody fall right out of that and go, ah, plunk. I might leave it that way just to freak people out. What the hell, man? No, man, that's the way it's supposed to be. So anyway. I think I was doing some stuff with smoothing stuff over and making other bridges and things over here. I don't know. I might have been. Oh yeah, down through here. And up through here. Across here. Now is there another bridge over here? Now is this bridge the same? No, it allowed you to go right up on top of it. Interesting. It's because I lowered the bridge a little more. That's neat. Now, the difference between, say, this and Fortnite, if I were to add any type of building, is I would allow people to build more than just a couple of walls, right? Right? Have them build different materials, of course, just like Fortnite. And then I would probably do, you know, have the matches last longer, you know? So you could get 4 guys that build up a little mini base and, you know, and then you could hunt each other around and try to get points and whatever. Like, there's different ways to do things, right? Other than just straight kills, right? Like, if you wreck another guy's base, you get some points. If you kill a guy, you get a certain amount of points. And then, you know, of course, you always get, if you get a kill, you get a kill, right? That'll be another metric, and there'll be people that will want to play that kind of game and just do kills, and you know, that's fine, right? But you could do it this way with different modes, and then you have a more interesting game that's going to keep more people engaged, right? And you could also set up something where, like Avorion, where, you know, if you just want to come in and build stuff, right? I could set up a thing where, you know, it's like sort of like a 7 Days to Die, where, you know, every 2 weeks in game, right, you would have some kind of creature spawn and come after you, or something like that, or an event of some kind, or whatever, right? And then you got to defend your base. Plonk. The nice thing is that you get to see how all the code works for these type of games and stuff. And if you don't want to look at the code, you can still have a little bit of fun, right? So I just started bringing objects in and started trying to mess with things. And then they messed around with the bridge. And then they updated the thing. And then Blender got an update. I mean, update. I know. Gotta fix things when you can fix them. That's good. You can't hold off forever on fixing things because your fixes might lead to something else breaking, right? You know, that's the thing, right? This is tricky too. Because what I did at the very top of I haven't done all the textures on that. I have to remind me of that. Okay. I haven't done any of the textures on this one. Some work to do. Can I see you when I get in here? Oh, no, no way. No lighting? Yeah, lighting needs to be redone, alright. Okay, we're not doing that. See, I'm outside the wall. Screw that. I have to rebuild the lighting for that to work. But anyway, you go right up to the top, and I made a level up at the top so you can sit up there and peg people off. And when I'll add the collision to that thing so that, you know, and I'll put some lamps or lighting in the inside so you can see where the hell you're going. Which ain't hard. Come on, get up on there. Yeah, I could do that. I could solve this just by dropping the bridge down lower. But anyway, that's just cheap. You really do want to take the sides of these things off and then redo the collision. Just bringing various free things into here and see what they look like when you throw them in places. Buried in the sand. Oh, I'm inside it. That's trippy. Okay, we'll have to fix that for collision. That was trippy. Can I do that with this? Woo! Neato. No collision, eh? Put the collision on, ah! Yeah, it works for the guns. Look at that missile fly. That made it go extra fast. I wonder if that's a bug. Look where it's going. It's going right out of the universe. I got a version of this where I have a car that you can drive around in. It's kind of neat. Windows shut. Windows open. Windows shut. Windows open. That's trippy. It's a possessed house. Yeah, I was playing with some plants. Just testing that out too. Isn't that special? I have to rend out Baby Yoda and I don't know. Pull his head off and put it on a pike and have it somewhere. Oh yeah, here's something else. I was playing with... Can I get out of here again? I was playing with the Quixel stuff, and I wanted to put a rock base over there. And it looks pretty realistic, except on the other side it doesn't render, so I gotta pull it inward a little bit more. But that would allow me to bring in other objects like rock and different things, right? Doesn't look like the physics is working too well today. What the hell's that about? Used to be you would have It's like you go like this, and the sand seems to work, but it's not doing it. So I'll have to check that out too. Yeah, see, you can see the sand dripping over on the sides of the rock there. Yeah, there it is. Yeah. Okay, it is working. Alright. Just kind of simulate. It's just a, what they call a physics asset that adds to the underlying mesh that makes it look, I don't know, more vibrant and realistic. Yeah. Like if you look here, will it do it? No, it doesn't do it there on that side. Must be... No. Maybe not, eh? Then I just brought it and imported an animation for this guy. Whatever that means. Wow, someone's spine. Okay. What else am I missing on the floor here? Must have been in a pretty warped mood that day. Let's bring in some spines. Oh, and they've created a neat setup where you can have people help out with projects a little bit. Let's see, what's that look like? Okay. Just kind of wandering around all the other areas that I was in. This is a massive map, okay? This is just huge. Oh yeah, we didn't go over and have a look at that thingamabob there, eh? So, here we're beginning to build a little kind of castle-like thing over here. Gotta play with this side a bit more. Doesn't seem to fit right. I'm gonna have to pull that back a bit more and then it'll fit in right. Anyway. And we got more of a castle over here. Gonna take pieces of walls and towers and put them all together. I gotta mess with the collision and fix that stuff. Is there somebody over here? Who did I import over here? Oh, I imported a couple characters just to see what they'd be like. This one guy, and he's shooting away. Choo 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 pew 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 pew. Yeah, pull that back and over a bit. Yeah, I can look at that. I can fix that. Giant mechanical angel sitting in the center. And another free asset. You just kind of mix and match and have a little fun. Even shows the bullet holes. Okay, guys. I'll let you go. I just wanted to show some people some stuff I'm mucking around with. And this is the shooter game sample with a level that I've started creating myself. Okay? Just so you know that it all works. Does it hit it? Ooh, it does. Neato. Quite the long-range weapon, eh? So you like see somebody sitting on that little thing there, and you go, you know what, buddy? Screw you! Woo! Probably missed that, eh? I don't even know if you hit that. Looks like maybe not, eh? Let's see, something a little closer. Nope. Yep. Okay. Aha. Now we know the range. Shoot the sun, eh? Ah! Don't go the lights. Hey. I wonder how many people actually try that. Okay. Alright, guys. See you guys later.